Namaste from Deepesh. Today we are entering volume 7 of my YouTube series Power of Microsoft Copilot. What are we going to learn today? In the last volume, volume 6, we explored the new Power Automate Designer and with the commitment that in the next volume we will cover the Copilot features. In this particular volume, we are going to cover Copilot features of Power Automate. I am Dipesh Somani, Business Applications MVP Alumni, MCT, co-founder and author. Power 365 as usual guys, and let's quickly get into learning and the video. Alright, before we get into demo, a very happy new year to all of you. We did make a Canva app for the new year, but I was not really able to edit it in time, so not releasing it for this year. But I really wish me along with my team, we really wish a very happy new year full of learning, fun in your personal and professional life as well. Power 365 as usual for your new year in 2024, and let's get into our first learning of this year. Here we are going to start learning about the flow and copilot features, and one of the things that I wanted to go through was how do we use AI right from when the time I want to start the flow. So in this particular case, what we can do is we can click on this option, describe it to design it. Once I do that, some of your examples are available to you. I will select one of the examples just to show how quickly it will do the thing. So let's say I want to pick the option, send me message to Teams and I receive an email. What this particular thing will do is behind me you can see that the trigger which is automatically picked based on my description, as well as the action which is a post message in channel is already picked as well. If I go ahead and click next over here, what's going to happen is it will automatically create the flow and I can start from there. Now this is a suggestion that it was giving. I'm going to use a different standard example related to Dataverse. So I'm just going to change this around and we'll just type it in and then see what happens. So here I have just gone ahead and just did my own typing. So I'm just trying to create a follow-up task 7 days after contact creation. And let's see when I do that, what will happen, right? So there are a bunch of suggestions that are pop opening below. But if these are not the ones, we can just trigger on submit and then see what it will do. Pardon me for my sore throat this time around in the video because I'm going through some cough and cold at this point in the year. So my voice quality might not be that great. So we'll hit submit. So as you can see, it has already given, it takes some time to process, and for the interest of time and you're learning in this video, I'm not going to go through the processing part, right? When it was rendering, it was not that long. However, it gave the trigger that when a row is added, modified or deleted, and it is also giving a bunch of actions. Now I can just click on next and then it will just pick the particular flow and just say create flow. After that, in the new editor, I'm getting my entire actions and trigger. Now, this is a great way. The more descriptive you are on your particular task, and over a period of time, you get better at it. You start getting that particular things, and then you can utilize it rather than starting from scratch. This is a lot better, right? So, I'm not saying that we can complete a 50-step flow by doing this, but that's what Copilot is about, right? It is a assisting tool. It's something which is giving me assistance at this point in time on the Power Automate side as well. So here I can see that the when row is modified, it has already picked the table scope, and since it was not able to pick the particular table type, that is right now left empty. So there are a bunch of things to be done. It is not like it got there 100%, but still it is better than starting from scratch, dragging and dropping and picking everything up, right? It does save time. And if you keep utilizing the new editor, you will definitely see the value in this. Alright, so I picked one of the actions on this particular flow and I have tried to trigger a Copilot assistance on explain what this action does. I picked the last one where the task is getting created. I can expand it for a quick view as well. So basically a task is getting created and I have just populated last name on the subject for the point just to learn. So what it is saying, the explanation is coming neat and clean here that this flow triggers a web subscription for a contact table and common data service for apps. When a new contact is getting created, it gets the ID of the contact, then it creates a new task with subject description and an end date based on the retrieved contact information. So basically, it is really neat and clean. I can do a bunch of editing as your flows get complex. You might need to add more text to it, but it's quite good in terms of explaining that particular step to me. So imagine that some other consultant or developer has configured this and you're opening certain things after a while.
You can just click a particular step and then you can get an explanation, right? Rather than waiting for someone. So I think it is really useful in those kinds of scenarios, as well as if you wanted to take this particular steps, some important steps of your flows, and add it to a documentation. So this is better than starting from scratch and doing it on your own entire thing. Now, another thing that the Copilot can help me is in adding actions. So I just intentionally kept this typed in, that add an action to send an email, and I will just submit this one as well. And let's see what the particular trigger of this particular thing will do. So it is either updating a particular action and then it is adding one particular action, right? So as you can see, a send an email step is automatically added. Obviously, whatever parameters it was not able to point to or to do it itself, it is asking me to add. But Copilot can also help you in adding actions on the run like this. In this particular flow, I wanted to add a condition, and I wanted to check. There's a out of box field on the contact table in Dataverse called as preferred method of contact. I wanted to add a condition in my flow to check preferred method of contact. So that's what I have typed it over here. Add a condition to check preferred method of contact. And then I submitted this. The resultant is it has submitted a bunch of steps into my flow already. So if I select this and you see, it is really neat, right? It is already picking preferred method of contact is equal to phone, and then in true condition it has taken my step from the last one. Now I can move it around as and when I want, but this is really neat in terms of those kind of conditions that we want to put. Okay, I will just go back. Let's say I want to remove a particular step, right? So you can also select a particular step and say remove action, and what this one will do is let's just submit this as well. So I will just go and submit this in. This will just go ahead and remove that particular action for me. So as you can see, that particular action is totally knocked off from the selection, right? So these kinds of things is where Copilot can assist you. You can also explore Copilot in Power Automate and share your learnings with me. If there are great tips, I'll definitely make sure that I share it in an upcoming video.
Thank you for watching this video and hope it was useful for your learning. Please do subscribe to my channel for continued learning. In case you are in need of any implementation, consulting or delivery, feel free to reach me on my LinkedIn inbox, or you can always tag me on my YouTube channel as well. Thank you, Power 365 as usual, till we meet in the next video.